At what point did you realize your music was connecting with people and that maybe this could actually be a career or a lifestyle?
I still wonder how many people it connects with, you know? I mean, not all music connects with all people. But because I played a lot of different types of music, you know, playing in cover bands as a high school kid and almost getting kicked out of high school because of it, because of where we were playing. As a 15-year-old, to be playing in clubs was like, you know, like I caught some heat for that. But luckily, you know, before I started playing my own music, I had that joy and the feeling of success of being in a 9-piece band with a super talented, super hot female lead vocalist. We were all in high school, you know, we were all lying to our parents. We would tell our parents we're going to play the homecoming dance at the high school out in Renville, Minnesota. You know, it's like 2 hours away. No, we're playing the bar in Renville. We weren't playing the high school. But back then you could get away with stuff like that because how would you can't you couldn't text me. Once we left the house and got in the rental truck, we were gone, really. So, I mean, that's where I fell in love with performing. And actually, I fell in love with being a good band member. Playing solo scared the crap out of me. I didn't get into that until I was kind of forced into doing recitals in college. Like, I could talk about what it's like to do a college music degree, and I could sound off on that. That'll be another talk.
Yes.
But luckily, I knew what it was like to see a dance floor full of people. We weren't playing art rock. We were playing dance music, you know? That's what you wanted to do. And we played everything from Earth, Wind, and Fire and Jay Giles and Santana. Believe it or not, Santana, some of that stuff is great to dance to, too. And then here comes the Knack and B-52s. And so, you know, 1978, 79 was an exciting shift of music, and to be the guitar player in a band and try to figure out how to play Chucky's in Love on acoustic for the Ricky Lee stuff. And then you're doing In Memory of Elizabeth Reed by the Allmans, you know, from earlier in the 70s. It was crazy. It was so fun. It was a million different styles to get your head around.
Was that band Paradox?
Yeah, it was called Paradox.
Yes. And did any other musicians of renown come out of that group?
Well, to me, they're all famous because they all influenced me. But a lot of good players. PJ Litovsky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just saw PJ was in town. He's making films now, and he's out in L.A. And his connection to the media scene, you know, through his dad was the editor of the LA Times calendar section for years. That's how, when I was out in LA as a college kid, I got to go to the Grammys every year because Irv would give me tickets, you know.
Oh, wow.
And he was a founding member of the Dudley Riggs whole thing, which turned into Saturday Night Live, you know. I mean, that whole Brave New Workshop deal. So PJ definitely is still living the life of an artist, and we have to do a reunion at some point but a few of the members have passed now, and that's kind of tough.
Mm-hmm.
PJ was doing like piano-driven punk stuff, various iterations of the band that lived in Boston, and he was traveling around the U.S. quite a lot. PJ and the Magic Bus, PJ and the Zen Terrorists, PJ and the Specimens. You know, I mean, there were all kinds of cool bands that he was involved with good players. Randy Casey,
sure.
Who you remember? Mm-hmm. Dave Pedersen, who again is not with us anymore, but
just traded messages with Randy Casey on Facebook yesterday.
Oh, good. So, wow, see? Hey, we should do these more often.
Did you ever